Genesta's elven ears twitched. She stared in disbelief at a human child. He was covered in blood, his chest heaving with rage. The boy looked around with feral, frenzy-filled eyes. A massive, muscular orc towered at her left, male by his appearance. The orc laughed and gave a yank at the leather thong that connected to the torque around her neck. The creature had leashed her, owned her as a slave. Rhylfelour was the devious war chief of the Broken Hand clan, a tribe of orcs belonging to the Demon's Break, a collective of unseelie orcs with a dark past. The orc grinned at her, and then at the boy. The orc tethered Genesta to a tree before approaching the young one. "What is your name, child of Adam?" Rhylfelour asked. The boy backed away from him, nearly tripping over the corpse of Urzgug. Urzgug had been one of Rhylfelour's clanmates. He had bled out from the many wounds the confused child had given him. "I'm not a child," the nameless one insisted. "I'm 12 years old. Almost. I turned 12 in... His eyes turned aside, searching for the information which he couldn't seem to remember. "You're young," Rhylfelour spat. "But I did not ask your age, and I don't care. What do they call you?" The boy clutched his knife even tighter as Rhylfelour looked him over. Near the boy's feet lay the remnants of several pieces of fruit. The human had been eating from the tree behind him. Dark wine-colored juice stained the human's lips. "Is even your name left to you, child?" Genesta called. Two young eyes snapped to her, now realizing she was there. My name is Remy," the boy said after some effort. "Remington Keaton." Like her captor, Genesta also looked over at the boy. Remy wore a strange fabric for his pants, a knit she'd never seen before, and his shirt was gone, destroyed in the fight with Urzgug. Urzgug had grabbed the boy when they'd stumbled upon him. Thinking he'd found a helpless human child to toy with, he'd wrecked the shirt before Remy dropped it and produced a fancy gilded blade and eviscerated his assailant. "Your memories?" Genesta asked. "Not here," Remy stammered after a pause, looking around. "I don't think I am on Earth, even." Rhylfelour chortled a gust of laughter. "I barely remember," said Remy, "like trying to see bits of a dream that was so vivid the night before. My home, just a glimpse of mother and father." Rhylfelour pointed to a tree. "That one's fruit will scramble the brain, kid. They call it the Afei tree. And you're in the worst place you could be." Remy bristled. He, too, detected the threat in Rhylfelour's voice. Genesta arched a brow. The kid seemed more competent than the other human children she'd seen. Not that she'd seen many. They did not survive long in Arcadia. The Fae folk resented anything from realms outside of their own. "You fell into a real shithole, kid," Rhylfelour continued. "This is the Feywild, the parts between kingdoms, between the seelie kingdom of summer and the unseelie realm of winter. Specifically, you're in the Grinning Wood, where all manner of nasties live. Sometimes powerful, important Tuatha dumped their victims here so that those things will erase their problems. The beasties usually do a good job of cleanup." "Kingdoms? Tuatha?" the orc explained. "The seelie and unseelie are kingdoms, Tuatha are its residents. The Feywild are another neutral kingdom of Arcadia, and you are at my mercy." Remy brandished his dagger. "The other one thought I was helpless too," he said, bobbing his head towards Urzgug's bloody corpse. Rhylfelour gave him a look of annoyed admission. "Urzgug often attacked like an idiot. But I am interested in where you got that fancy weapon." Remy could only shrug. I just have it. I know that it's mine. I remember that much." "It is a Dushan blade," Genesta said. "Fetish magic. That's the power of the gods and the realm itself acting on your behalf. Someone has done you a great wrong, child. Someone imbalanced the scales of cosmic justice despite knowing better. The blade is linked to your pain and to the one who wronged you. It cries out for vengeance and will tell you when that person is near. It will glow as it cries out for vengeance." Remy stared at the knife's edge for a moment, and then his eyes shifted to the menacing orc.